Hey there, it's Crafty Jennybug. In case you're new here, I set myself a challenge to make a junk journal for each month of 2023 and decorate each journal throughout its corresponding month. And here we are on the final journal of the year for December. Also, Dephemerember is a daily prompt inspiration quote-unquote challenge hosted by Louisa Heinzel and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. I will link both of their Dephemerember playlists below. They have graciously provided a prompt list and freebies and all sorts of goodies. So to help, inspire you throughout this month-long series that they do. This is my second year participating in Dephemerember. I had so much fun last year that as soon as they announced they were doing it this year, I got really excited and started looking forward to this journal. And I kind of combined the two. I've got my December journal from my challenge, and I've got Dephemerember from their challenge, all in one happy place. So, let's get started. I've made my long-winded explanation. Let's go. I have yet to decorate the cover. That will come soon-ish. The way they have the prompt list set up is there's a break of 2 or 3 days for the weekends. So it's 4 in a chunk. So 4 days of them posting videos. I mean, you don't necessarily have to follow along at the same pace, but I'm attempting to. We'll see how it goes. So today we are on day 6, which is Selfie in a Bubble. I am not prone to taking selfies very often, and if I do, they're kind of goofy. I usually only take them to show off a funny hairstyle to a friend or things like that. I'm not knocking anybody who takes selfies, not by any means. You do you. It's not something I do a lot. Well, on Thanksgiving, which was last month, I took a selfie in the bathroom of my mother-in-law's house to send my friend because I thought it would be funny. And this is what I did. Just a goofy little, hey, my hair is standing up fun. I feel cute kind of thing. I had earrings on, but you can't. Oh, I removed the background and it took away my earrings. That's interesting. Oh well. And they were earrings I made on the channel. So, poo. I didn't catch that before I printed it. I'm not going to go back and fix it. This I printed on glossy photo paper in 4 by 6 inches. And I think I'm going to use it in some capacity to make a selfie in a bubble. And for my bubble, I have some, thicker plastic packaging. I think it might be from a die cut, like a Sizzix die cut, one of the thicker ones. You can't really see that, but I'm going to use this for the plastic part of my bubble somehow. First, I will cut down my selfie. A goofy selfie. Oh, well, that'll work. Why not? Let's give it a little edge on here as well. I don't know what I will use these scraps for, but I'll figure something out. So, yeah, we will trim this. We'll just trim it to the edges of the photo. Why not? This is my most recent hairstyle. I looked at some pictures from, I already had selfies from, back before phones had cameras. I'm not dating myself at all. Nope, not aging myself one bit. But I looked so young. I don't look anything like that. My hair is completely different than that. So I went with a more recent one. Selfie in a bubble. That is Interesting. So when I think selfie in a bubble, that's cool. When I think of a bubble, I think either like a spaceman's helmet, you know, like an astronaut helmet. And I also think of like an actual bubble. So, I could. Oh, that's interesting. I could put it on a page and then cut out. Oh, I like that idea, but do I want to do it on that page? Yeah. You guys are watching real time how I come up with this. I mean, that's pretty fun for a bubble. This is also fun for a bubble, but then I lose. I don't think that's big enough. That is fun for a bubble. And then I could glue it down. Okay. So, I've got it. I've got it all figured out. I'm going to do that. But I need to figure out how big I want my bubble to be. Let's see, how much? No, that's not big enough. Let's try that. I don't have a circle cutter or a circle die cut or anything big enough. Is that big enough? I mean, that's mostly just my face. I want to get my goofy hair in there too. So, I really need a fairly large bubble. That is not as wide. Let me see. Yeah, I definitely want my selfie to be around here. Let's see. How wide do I want this? I don't necessarily. I could go. Put some of my goofy hair in there and make that the center. Spot on my glasses. Maybe I shouldn't have cut the picture down yet, because now I'm running into the issue of the edge of my bubble. Yeah, I think I failed in that regard. I'm gonna print another one out. All right, after a little trial and error, I printed another one. I made it a little smaller. The original was a 4x6. And as you can see, it's a little smaller. I don't have the exact measurements because I scaled it down. I printed it differently. I scaled it down. So this one is just under 4 inches by 5 1/4. So a little smaller, but I think it'll work. So instead of immediately cutting down this to the wrong size, let's see, I've got, we'll say 5 1/4 inches. Let me make a note of that. 5 1/4 wide by 6 1/2 for the dimensions of this page. I don't want to go beyond that, but I also, I don't know, I want to make a circle. So this does not give me measurements. Interesting. Okay, so 5 1/4, I could do 4 inches wide. What if I do 4 inches this way? I think 4 inches is plenty. So 4 by 4. Okay. This would need to be 2. Okay. So, can I see through the back? I can. So if I put my center, I do not have a lot of experience using one of these, so please bear with me. Okay, so if I want that to be my tallest point. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so that will be the size of my bubble. Okay, cool. So then let me trim this down now that I know exactly how much I need. I'm probably making this way more complicated than it needs to be. So then my center point, right around here, that makes the center right there. Right around there. Okay. I think I did that right. I think I figured out the center on this page. So then I will... So I did that, and then I can cut this out and situate my picture. So cut that out. I will first make an X, and then I will cut wedges. Use some smaller scissors. A little rough. But I'm excited about what it's going to look like. Selfie in a bubble. Alright, I'm going to cut the rest of this out off camera because I'm having a hard time working around the tripod. Alright, I've got my hole cut out. Put my little selfie. Oh my goodness, that is it. I love it. I love it. That is so silly. So silly. Okay. That is something. That is something. So now, I guess I can glue this selfie down. I will use double-sided tape. Oh, that is so silly, and I love it so much. Next, I'm going to add the bubble. So this is pretty beat up. Let me see how it will even look. Because in all honesty, I could probably just leave it like that. Alright, so there's a bubble. Kind of. So then it needs to get connected to this, and I think I will just use more double-sided tape. So then I've got my plastic bubble where I want it. Ooh, let's shift it a little bit. That way. And it does stick to the picture a little bit. Okay. I was hoping I would still have enough. Okay, there we go. Cool. So I've got my bubble made. So the acetone sheet, plastic packaging, what have you, I'm not quite sure what you would call it, is in there, and I want to give this, I want this to look less like just to cut a hole in a paper and make it more bubble-like. I have a silver oil-based paint marker, and I'm just going to outline around here, and then I think I'll add a little like shine spot like you would see on a bubble. Something kind of like that. Now, I still have not glued this down yet. Oh no, oh no. Okay, good. Is that already dry? Darn near. All right, sweet. Love the fast dryingness. Now, as far as this is concerned, I'm gonna close this up. It kind of looks like a Christmas ornament. That's slightly adorable. I thought about putting something that was sticking out. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to use more double-sided tape and then close that. So now that is one piece. I'm sorry, I'm just yeah. Anyway, I want to attempt something. I have a tiny piece of the photo paper, and I want to see if I can get a rub-on transfer to stick to it. And if so, I want to decorate this page a little bit more. So I'm just gonna cut this little guy. I don't see me ever using that. This is just a pack from Dollar Tree Crafter's Square brand. If this sticks, that'll be really fun. Let's just stick it on here. Where's my stick? Will it stick? Yes. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, so then in that case, I can carry on with my plan. I used a 1.5 inch punch and a 1-inch punch to punch out a couple of circles from a scrap of the photo paper because it's shiny and I wanted it to be like a couple of bubbles. So I'm not the only bubble. And then I want to put a D on the smaller one, which I will use this because I think that will just fit. A D for December and for Dephemerember. And a 6 because this is the 6th prompt. I think that one might fit. I think I kind of like this one the most. Yeah. All right. So I will cut that out. And then I will also cut out my D. So let's get my 6 where I want it. Okay, and then rub, 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 rub. Beautiful. 6, and then the D. That transfers beautifully onto that photo paper. Love it. So do I want to put the D6 down here? In the meantime, while I figure that out, I do want to make these bubbles stand out a little bit more with the paint pen. And I'm just going to define the edges. Oops, not like that. I think I'm going to put them both down here. I think we're going to make this a no glue page right here. There we have it. Yay! That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I considered doing a few more bubbles, but no, I think this is awesome. I think this paper really worked because of all the swirls, and it was already whitish and silver. And it makes me think of like a bubble bath, you know, like all the bubbles, and a face peeking up out of the bubbles, which just happens to be me. All right, so that is one more prompt down. This was a lot of fun, Very silly, and I'm quite a silly person. So I had a lot of fun with this. Quite simple. It took me a while, but it's a very simple page with rather tedious execution. It's a very thick page. It's heavy. So, thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not one to take selfies usually, so I had to go digging. This was just a goofy little picture I took for a friend to make her smile. So, yeah, I never thought it would make its way into my junk journal, but here we are. You never know where your junk journal journey will take you. I'm very glad that I said junk journal journey without messing it up. So I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. I got to try some fun new things, which is what Dephemerember is all about, right? So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.